welcome to my channel Fit to Be Queen with your girl Abby or Abigail, whichever one you like. Today I'm coming at you guys with a story time, and as you can see, I always talk about this. My nose is like really sweating. It's super hot outside, but you guys, I really wanted to do this story time with you because I had a bad day yesterday, and I don't really like sharing negativity with anyone. Even if I'm the one who feel like I'm negative, I'll try to stay away from people until I resolve how I feel about me. But sometimes you can't avoid it because you gotta go places, you gotta do things, you gotta handle business, and you come into other people's negativity and their dispositions and things like that. So you guys, yesterday I had a lot of running to do. One of the things that I had to do was inside of a federal building. So, ladies, I know everybody got this in common. They're different sizes, different shapes. The black purse, okay? The black purse that, you throw everything inside of. If your dude or your child reach inside of there, they might get lost, and you might have to pull them up with a rope, too, about that black bag that you just throw stuff in because that's your I'm on the go purse. It's quick, it's simple. Okay, you guys, so basically I had to go downtown. It was a lot of construction, so I'm like, okay, where am I gonna park? I end up finding a parking spot, and I had to walk like 3 blocks, 3 or 4 blocks to get to the building that I need to get into. Now, because I do know it is a federal building, before I got out the car, I took anything out of my purse, which I thought might have been a violation. So I took out my mace and things like that I normally carry on me. Excuse me. So you guys, when I get into the building, I mean, like on site, have you ever like come into a person and they about to try to start some mess with you, like just on site by the way their body language is, how they acting, all of that. So I walk through the door, and before I even get in the door, I have this letter and my ID in my hand because where I'm going, I need this. Instead of me digging in my purse, I just had it out. So first he says, "Oh, how you doing?" I'm like, "Good." He's like, "Well, where are you going to? You don't need to have your ID out. We just need to put your purse on the belt." And I'm like, "Okay," because I'm not even all the way in the door yet. And as you guys can see, it's it's a wrist bag. It be on my arm, like it's never up here on my shoulder. It's too little. So he like reaches out for my purse, and I'm thinking already like, okay, you got too much going on, but I got things to handle, and you just entering the building. So he was like, "Yeah, you're gonna need to take those earrings off." You guys, I had this daily planner, and it's another like white journal that I keep in my bag all the time. And he's like, "You got to take that out, take your earrings off, and you walk through the detector. Let's see how you do." And I'm like, okay. So, and I had my iPad with me. So before I even go, he says, "Walk through the detector." He says, "What is that, a computer device?" It is 2019. If you do not know that a phone, an iPad, a damn watch, or whatever the hell is a gizmo connecting to the internet is a computer device, that's your issue. So I'm like, yes. Okay, so then the officer next to him said, it's an iPad. So I'm like, yes, it's an iPad. So he's like, "Oh yeah, take that out too." Took that out, put it in a separate bowl, and before he even ran my purse through, he's like, "You walk through and let's see how you do." So I'm a type of person where I pay attention to what people are saying to me very clearly. Like, I'm very intent on listening to every little detail because I believe people will tell you who they are if you just listen and what their motives are. So before I even walk through the detector, you have a presumption of me. And mind you, you guys, I'm telling you, like, the look on his face was like, oh, let's try to start some shit. I guess I was looking too Nubian yesterday or something. I do not know. So I walk through the detector, nothing goes off, sends my purse through, sends my computer and pad through. And then when I get ready to get my purse, he says, "Oh, I'm seeing something in the bottom of your purse. Maybe it's your cell phone." literally, I'm thinking, it's my cell phone, because I done threw everything in my bag. I done walked 3 blocks. I don't have my phone in my hand or no devices out or anything like that, because I just don't believe in having my hands occupied or my earphones in or anything when I'm walking out in public, because anything could happen and you need to pay attention. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, it's my phone. So I actually take the purse and I go like this. And as you can see, you guys, it has compartments. So in this middle part where you see my wallet still, I'm like, okay, let me lift this up. Underneath my wallet was a bunch of paper, receipts, and stuff like that, because usually this is the purse that I take when I'm on the go and I'm shopping, stuff like that, okay? So when I lifted up the paper, I seen that there was like a pocket knife that I had took from my son, like a year ago, because he thought he would need it because he walks his sister's home and sometimes there are wild, loose dogs and stuff like that. So, you know, I took it from him. I don't want my young black male to get caught with those type of weapons coming in and out of an elementary school, even though his thoughts is I'm protecting my sisters and myself from these dogs that are running around the neighborhood and people are just letting run loose, and it's pit bulls and all type of big dogs, okay? So a year ago, okay, so that's probably how long it's been in my purse. Don't judge me. So I pick it up and I literally it's clamped together. It's one of the ones you gotta unfold like this, okay? So I pick it up and I said, oh my God, I did not know this was in here. And as soon as I do this, and I'm like, you wouldn't even have seen it, like physically, if I wouldn't have picked it up, and I'm handing it to you with no problem, and I'm letting you know I didn't know it was in there. I mean, off jump, here we go with the pit bull mentality. He turns red. Why would you do that? Why would you come into a federal building with that? Don't you know you can be arrested? I'm like, well, hold on, sir. I did not know it was in there. If I did know it was in there, I would have taken it out the same way I took out my mace before I got out the car. And he was like, well, you know, don't you know you can be arrested for that? And I said, are you having a bad day? And he kind of like calmed down, because first of all, I am not a yeller. If I yell with you, I love you. We're arguing. I'm trying to find a medium. There's emotion behind it. I'm not about to yell with everybody. That takes too much of my energy. And not only that, it escalates situations in places that it doesn't need to be. And I'm going to stay calm until I need to execute. That's just Abby. That's just me. So I'm like, are you having a bad day? And he was like, well, no, I'm not. I said, well, it seems like it. I'm going to pray for you and whatever disposition you have, because you just came off at me like a viper. I'm still a woman, and you have no place to talk to me like that. We can always converse. You can tell me the rules. You can say what you need to say. But yelling and screaming does not resolve anything. So at this point, he's escalating the situation. You're an officer, and I'm de-escalating it. So it's like 3 or 4 officers, black suit feds, in front of me right now. I would say 5 actually, because 3 of them were behind me all of a sudden, and 2 of them are in front of me. And this is what I do not get. First of all, I do understand they were doing their job in a federal building. There's things that you should not bring in there. Had I knowingly brought it in there, then you could approach me as if I was some type of criminal. But the way I demonstrated, you know, I didn't know this was in my purse. You'd had no reason to try to jump in my face and yell like a drill sergeant. But I do believe people with these personalities should not have any type of security job, should not be allowed on the force, because that type of personality is the conduit of why a lot of us are being killed, brutalized, locked up by these people, because you don't have any interpersonal skills. You don't know how to deal with people, really. And if you don't know how to deal with people, then why would you be a public servant? Okay, so let's go back to it. There's a whole nother officer who actually has some sense. And he says, well, you know, ma'am, in a nice, gentle voice, why would you have that in your purse? And I said, to be open and honest, it's very clear There's a lot of human trafficking going on. People are getting taken off the streets, out their front doors, in Walmart parking lots. I am a young woman. I have 3 children. My son is 13, and I probably look like his sister. So if somebody is aggressive, what am I gonna do? Call you? So I'm supposed to call you after I've been abducted and they got me in East Abu Dhabi somewhere drugged up? Okay, so no, I'm going to put things in place to protect myself. Not only that, I have a carry conceal. That wasn't in my purse. So he's like, oh, well, you know, that's understandable. And I said, not only that, if you have a wife or a girlfriend, you know about the black purse. Everything goes in there. You can get lost in there. So he kind of like just smiles, trying to breeze over the conversation. So here comes back this numbnut again. And you guys, excuse me, I'm going to get upset on this film, so I might drop some F-bombs or something. I'm going to try to keep it contained, because if there is a child watching this, you need to know some things about conduct, because you play a big part in how your life could turn out, whether you end up with The Walking Dead or you walk away. So here comes this numbnut, and he says, well, I just don't have no understanding of why you would have that knife in your purse, even though what I said, so you still don't have no understanding. Then he pursues to say, you know, like my wallet. If I put something in my wallet and I put it in my pocket, I know what's in my wallet. I just had to cut him off. I said, well, you know what? You're a man and I'm a woman, and this is a purse. So if you have man intellect on a purse, then maybe we could meet at a middle ground and you understand what I'm saying about a purse. But since you do not, we are not going to argue. And I just stopped having any type of interaction with him, because at this point I realized you are a stone cold fucking idiot. I am 5'2". You have my purse, you have my phone, you have my iPad, you have my car keys, you have all the contents which I walked in. I don't even got earrings on no more, and the shorty feel naked without them. Okay, so what am I going to do now that you have to be so aggressive and you're holding anything that I could use as a weapon? If that's how you feel, you getting extra aggressive for what? And see, that's how I know this person is probably a coward. You probably don't have a woman. If you do, your wife don't even like your ass, because you don't know how to talk to women. What makes you want to boss up like that? And I don't even have nothing. Nada. I done went through the metal detector. You already got an issue. He was like, well, you know what? I can have you locked up right now. And I said, you know what? I don't really have any control here, since you already have all of my things. I already explained to you I did not know what was in there. If you need to keep it, if you want to give it back to me when I come out, that's fine. So where are you headed? I told him what office I was headed to. Then I once again stopped talking, because it's like, I'm going to tell you for sure this devil wanted me to come out my bag and be like, oh, you don't talk to me like that. I don't know who the fuck you think you're talking to, but you don't talk to me like that. Because if you know who I was, you wouldn't be doing all that. And you know how people just fly off the handle? I mean, within me, I want to be like, you dumb, ignorant, stupid coward of a bastard. Get the fuck away from the damn metal detector and give somebody the job who just want to make sure the building is secure without causing issues for other people. Because right now, I don't got time to deal with your bipolar little ass. I almost said something about his manhood mentality, so I had to catch myself. So I go to the office. I just like, I know my stuff is sitting right there, but I'm going to get away from you right now while I can walk away from the situation. So the security check's right there. The elevator is like really about 5-6 steps diagonally from where I was standing at where this occurred. On time. Boom! Elevator doors open. The other guy said, okay, well, go ahead and... No, he said, go ahead, the elevator's open. This motherfucker turn around and say, yeah, go ahead and go where you're going. Well, when I came in the motherfucking building, I was going where I was going. Excuse me. But that's how I wanted to say that to him. But that's what he wants. That's what the devil wants. See, you can't impose fear unless somebody already scared of you. You can't hype somebody and cause negative situations if the other person is just like, I don't care, I ain't gonna do it with you. So I'm like in here handling business for life. This concerns my child, my family, things like that. So I'm in here handling business. I don't got time for that. I ain't got time. I ain't even got time for that. You know how that one dude was like, today I got time. I got some of them days. Well, today I got time. And literally when I got time, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm too old to be fighting somebody, which if I got to protect myself, I still got hands. Because I got children and I'm definitely going to show my girls how to throw. But at the end of the day, I don't got time. I don't got time to be getting upset, to be letting people just take away my mental, to let the devil creep in and be like, I'm gonna piss you off just so I can slam this young black woman all around, or however he felt. Because I looked at, he was like, made me take my earrings off coming through the door. Now, I'm no fool. I done been through a lot of places. I wear hoops a lot. I know I got to take my earrings off. And when I'm in the midst of doing it, you're so much of a fucking coward. And you so much of have a control issue that you feel like you need to tell me to do something that I'm already doing. So since I see this as your characteristic, you know what? I'm going to let you have it. So I go up to the office. I get my number. I check in. I sit there. And I wait for to be seen. Okay, well, now here comes a whole nother police officer, one of the ones that was standing behind me. He wasn't an asshole or anything. He said, oh, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to come back down here because you left some of your things. Now, I was aware, but because I'm trying to get away from the situation, I'm like, I'll just pick it up when I leave. When I get back downstairs, this mofo got this form talking about we're gonna seize this and I need your ID. You constantly wanna issue, don't you? And this is the thing, I am not cocky, I'm not no fool, but I'm not scared not to one. Because why? You're gonna try to do what you do anyway. It is a million cameras in here, and there was like so many people looking because he was so retardedly rude that I have witnesses all over the place. Okay, so he's like, yeah, I'm gonna need your driver's license. I handed to him. Now, it's something my pop taught me. I remember the numbers on my driver's license, and I respond in a manner in which the police respond to each other when they're calling in your number. So every time I'd be like, okay, Roger Wilson 345682, because that's how y'all talk to each other. I'm speaking your language. As soon as I did it, two of them like smirked, like, okay, well, whatever. And he was like, yeah, because you could go to a federal prison for this. And like, you trying to scare with the suggestion of me losing my freedom. But right now, the way you acting, the suggestion of me losing my freedom, me just going to fuck off on you right now, which you honestly deserve, coward, is me losing my life possibly. And I got kids and a man to get home back to, and even my 2 dogs. Okay, so he's like, here, give me your license. He snatches my license from me. I smile. Because if you realize you can't piss me off, you're more pissed off yourself. You is mad. You having a bad day. And I'm still going to pray for you. Because karma goes around, comes around, figure eights, and does all of that. So what you going to get as a response for just fucking with people for the day ain't coming back to me. So I'm like, you know what? Yes, I said, my name's Abigail McCraney. I do not even have a traffic ticket. He said, oh, well, what you have is a confiscated knife today. I said, that's fine. Are we done here? Alrighty. Thank you. Now I'm going back up to the office to handle my business. Be blessed. And I wanted to be like, fuck you, you fat motherfucker. Take your motherfucking ass home. I don't know if you need some pee, a drink, a friend in damn life, but you ignorant. And I ain't got time today. And I'm just going to let you have that. Because when you look in the mirror and when you go home and think about this situation, you look stupid as hell. And because I didn't get upset and I conducted myself on a higher level, you didn't even get the chance to do what you was trying to execute off sight of me walking through the door. You started before I even got to stepped in the door good. I ain't even put my bag down on the belt. It's two people in front of me. You felt the need to come from around two other officers and be in my face. You can have that. So, that's part one. And then, you guys, when I came out of the office, he was no longer working. He wasn't there. So I don't even know what happened to him, if he went home, if the shift changed. I don't give a damn. I just know, hey, you weren't there when I came out, because when I came out, maybe this is a little antagonistic. Let me know how you feel about it. But I was definitely going to be like, I hope you have a better day and God bless you. Because what you think I'm about to do with your ignorant ass? Let me tell you, I deal with my man attitude. I deal with my papa attitude. I don't deal with my son attitude, or brother attitude, or mofo walking down the street attitude. And let me tell you, if them two get on my nerves too much, ex my pop, because he can get all over and through my nerves, because that's my pops. But if my man get on my nerves too much, I'll stop paying you some attention. Okay? You can have that. I don't want it. Okay? So I'm glad when I walked out he was gone. So let me get to the other part. Thirstiness and messiness in people is so annoyingly, it's a big turn off. Just off switch. Just off. It ain't got a dimmer to it or nothing. It's off. Like, okay, so this guy came in. I'm sitting there. It's overpacked. It's taking forever. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get on my iPad. Let me do some work while I'm sitting here. And so this guy comes in, and I do this thing, and I don't care if y'all know, I look at people without looking at them. I do that a lot of times because I realize sometimes when I give certain people, especially males, and I am not a man hater, love you all with your black skin, I love you all, but sometimes you get the wrong personalities, just 2 seconds long of eye contact, they think you want to be their boo. No. Or they got your attention. Like, I'm not saying all men are dogs, but I have dogs. And your dogs do certain things. When they want to be petted and all of that, they look at you with them big old eyeballs. They get close to you. They gonna make sure. And it's just like y'all doing the same thing. So I just look without looking, because I need to look to see who you are, what you're doing, what you're wearing, in case something happened, so I can describe you. But I'm not about to give you no attention. And I have a man, and I love him. So I'm not entertained. So the guy comes in, he's standing at the door where you get, put his information in to get his ticket, and he's like staring me down at the door. So he comes in, and there's a lot of available seats, and he sits right next to me. Okay? So then he gets looking all around me, and then he talks to the people behind me, because I'm not paying you no attention. I can smell your intentions. Don't smell good. I don't want them. I ain't got time today. And plus right now, I'm angry, but I'm suppressing it. Okay? So he gets sit next to me, and he's like, have y'all been waiting long? And then he looks at me when he says it, but he like first directs it to the people like behind me. I didn't say nothing. I just keep doing my stuff because I'm not entertained, and I'm not going to be entertained. I have a man. And if I didn't have a man, I don't entertain every man that comes across me, because I ain't got time for that. Now, he does that, then no response. So he sits there for a second. Then he's like, how you doing? You been waiting here long? And I'm like, well, pretty much. Well, no eye contact, and go back into my iPad. So then he says, oh, well, you know what? You really looking nice today. I said, thank you. You know how you try to throw that vibe, like, okay, leave me alone. Bye. Leave me alone. No. I can't do it. Not gonna do it. You like get it. Bye. Back the fuck up. Thank you. Okay. So he does that. And then he proceeds to show, I guess to me it was like he was trying to show me something. He wanted me to hear his conversation. So he proceeds to voice text We is in the office full of people. It's so annoying that you sitting up here voice texting, and then what you're voice texting about ain't even got a place to be in public. So he's holding his phone, and mind you, it's major pauses because he's looking at the screen to make sure like the voice text printed out right. So he's like, you know, I'm tired of you, and I ain't the type of woman I want if you want to be just in the Rosemary's drunk. That ain't what I want. You want to entertain lifestyles that you could be doing better at. You don't want to do nothing with your life. That's what you want, and that's what you like. You ain't the type of woman that I want. Well, nigga, let me tell you something. I don't even know who you is texting on the other end. But if you feel the need to broadcast your business, that you got into an interlude with a woman in the Rosemary's who drink too dang on much, and you texting her about it, you the one with the issue. Have a conversation and say, this is not going to work out because I don't like what you're doing. I don't like the way you live your lifestyle or whatever. Peace, blessings, and separate. What you broadcasting for? What you broadcasting for? What you broadcasting for? So, put my earphone in the side he was sitting on because it was starting to irritate me. Like, dude, you just off up in here with no type of polish. None. This is you voice texting. Put your thumbs on that thing and text her if that's what you want to do. If you can't use your thumbs, you better wait till you leave here and make a phone call. Make it real personal. Don't send me no damn voice text and you sitting up in here, all these people. And everybody looking at you like, what the... You don't feel no type of way about yourself? Ain't nothing sacred. You sitting next to me talking about what type of woman you don't like. What she should and shouldn't be doing with her life. Do you think I care and that make you look good? What are you doing with your life? And I don't even give a damn about that. So, I mean, like, and then the whole time, he talking, voice texting, he keep looking at me like, I do not give my approval. You have been rejected. The queen don't want to hear it. And I'm pretty sure not another one queen on this planet wanted to hear what you was talking about. Nobody, not man, woman, nor child, want to be involved in your personal life and what type of woman you do or do not like, whether she's drinking and where she live at. You said it like you was part of the Fortune 500 company. Take 2 damn seats and put the seatbelt on and enjoy the ride on a dysfunction bus. So, you guys, me sitting there trying to be patient because where I went to, it's like a lot of these places you got to deal with like high levels of business. A lot of the people in the offices are just, you don't know how to deal with people. It's just crazy. Like, you go to these places and you realize like y'all really don't have no skills on dealing with people. You shouldn't be here. I was there for 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay. So, by the time I got done, handle my business smooth, I come out. I didn't trying to internalize this stuff because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have an anger problem, and I have managed it, but I will blow up when I need to. I didn't suppress so much of this anger, and then let me because I'm hopping back and forth, but I didn't suppress so much of this anger because I'm like, this dude really tried to funky handle me. Just walking through the door. Whatever. So I come out. I'm a little discombobulated. I'm hungry. I'm hangry. I'm thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like, they done went all up and through my purse. I done had to check you without going Offington. And I'm like, hold on, Lord. Where I park my car at? Oh, my goodness. Like, I know I walked, like, 3 blocks down and boom, like, So, I get to walking towards where I think my car is at. Ain't there. So, I walk back and I'm like, OMG. I call Bae, like, I'm really just trying to tell him what happened with these peoples inside this building. But really, I had just had a blackout moment. Like, I can't find my car. So, I end up finding my car. Thank God it did not have a parking ticket on it. But as soon as I get there, the guy's ready to write me a parking ticket. Now, mind you, like, I dropped Bay off at work at, like, between 8, I want to say 8:45, 9 o'clock. And by the time I got out of there, it was time for me to pick him up. So it was like 3 something. Just total bad day. Total bad day. And I'm just like, you guys, you have to find a medium in which you conduct yourself so these type of personalities do not steal your joy. Because I do believe there's like a demonic force out here, and it's within people's personalities in which they feel inferior and they just like try to get at you. You know, have you ever just like walked into a store, a club, anywhere, and somebody is just like, why are you mad? Why are you mad? I just walked into the room. I do not know you. I do not know you. And then I look at people, and when it really is severe, this is why, you know, either you cool with me or you hate me. And I don't even have a lot of enemies. I have no enemies that I know of. If I have them, I don't know about it. You just hate them from a distance. Because I'll be first to tell somebody when I see that behavior. And some women so sick with it, they come directly at you. I would be like, why? What's up, boo? Why you feel like that? I mean, you cute. Your outfit is cute. Your hair done up. However, you know I pick out good qualities. And why you feeling like that? That you need to mug me? Why does this dude feel like this to where you feel like you got a point to prove, and if you don't prove your point, you're mad? It's not going to be an entry point for everybody for all this nasty ass attitude. So I'm just saying this to say I don't hate all police officers or anything like that, because the day before this happened, I seen a whole police officer pull over and give a lady a jump in the middle of the street. You know, so I've seen some really good, decent police officers who care about people, who are just, you could tell it's them. It ain't no act or nothing. But some of y'all, if you watching this and you a police officer or you any type of figure, y'all fucked up. Because your job is to protect and serve. I'll be more worried about getting pulled over by a police officer than getting robbed in my own neighborhood. And mind you, I ain't never been robbed in my own neighborhood. But I did just have a police officer try to rob me of my life and my just positive well-being. So if any of y'all listening, man, this is how I feel about you. And you guys, if any of you have went through a similar situation, like, drop your line in the comments. You know, you can email me at fittobequeen365@gmail.com. Let me know what your story is, because I would love to know, like, what you've been through, how it makes you feel coming into, you know, contact with these security guards or these officers, or being pulled over by the police. And you know what, everybody want to make themselves seem like the hero in the situation. I can honestly say I should have probably checked my purse a little bit more thorough, a lot more thorough, because I know what type of building I was going into. But honestly, I thought that I did do a thorough check, and mistakes happen. So I just want to know, you guys, have you ever been in these type of situations? What was the situation? How did you deal with it? What was the outcome? You guys, talk to me. Like, comment, subscribe, okay? And hit the notification button so you will know when your girl is dropping videos. I am so glad I got to talk to you guys about this, because if you don't talk about it, you just gonna hold it on the inside and it's gonna start eating you up. And you know what? I let it burn before I let it turn in me. So, peace, blessings. Thank you for being with your girl, Abigail. Do not let anybody steal your well-being, your positive energy, or make them feel like being a hater in your life is needed by you. You don't need none of that. All you need is a positive outlook. Keep God first, and keep basically your blinders on. You know, see everything that's going on around you. But when it comes to your success and your mission and even your goals for the day, the hour, the minute, or, you know what I'm saying, the second, Don't have time for that. Get what you need to get, and don't let nobody take nothing from you, because people are always trying to steal your good spirit or your intellectual property. Thanks for chilling with your girl, Abby or Abigail, whichever one you like. Hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.